Well, oops.
Shit.
Well, let's try it again. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, that was good. That was good.
That was nice. Yeah, we used to do that in the older office talks. Office talk.
Office talk.
We're back, April 1st. Guess
What a joke.
2 office talks. 2 office talks. Not an April Fool's joke.
Not April. Hey, we are here. Genuinely.
We are fools. And it is April. Okay. That was stupid. Last time we talked about a bit of what I've been up to since last. That was the Sony Kando trip. But you have been on a hell of a mission.
Yes.
Can you describe it?
I have been shooting privately for a private customer who I cannot name because I signed an NDA on their personal yacht.
Sick.
Which is, it's such a world I did not know existed.
Can you explain what a yacht is?
A yacht is for you poor people.
Yeah, that's me.
Like a hotel on the water.
Oh, that's a funny way to explain it.
This is the way that I explain to everybody, because especially for like there's like different classifications of yachts. You have the smaller ones that cost maybe like under $1 million or close to $1 million. Then you have a bit like super yachts, which usually go until around 40 to 50 meters in length.
Super yacht is to 40 to 50 meters?
Yes.
Okay.
And then once you reach the 100 meter, you go to mega yacht or giga yacht.
What's in between 40 and 50 and 100?
That might be a mega yacht.
Super mega.
Super mega.
The math doesn't add up, Adam.
Well, listen, I don't know about these smaller ones, but I was on the mega yacht.
It's somewhere in between. It's a medium.
This one dwarfed every yacht in the bay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Over 100 meters?
100.
Oops. Fuck me, that's a big.
It's that's why I call it like a hotel on the water.
Yeah.
You have a full crew that is not just for the boat but for the guest. They have many rooms.
How big of a crew?
I think at a time.
Or how big was there when you were there?
We were around like 30 people.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. For how many guests at the max? Or not max for the yacht, but how many were there at the most when you were there?
I don't know if I'm allowed to say that.
Oh, okay.
But
that's why I didn't want to say how many max, because people could just
it's
this long and this many guests.
But usually, they invite friends, and it's part of the family that use it.
Yeah, okay.
So it's never just like 2 people, and it's never just like you can never be like a big crew. But
yeah, this is not your first time shooting with this boat.
No, it's I think at this point it's my 3rd time.
And how long were you down there?
This time I was there for a while. I was there for like 3 weeks.
Yeah. Jeez, that's a long time to shoot one project. Intensively living on site at the project.
Exactly. But I think that's the thing, right? This kind of specific job is very niche because this is not for the boat. The boat is privately owned. So all the photos go directly to the family, and for them it's just memories, right?
Mm. For the family who owns the boat.
Correct.
Yeah. And is inviting people to come on the boat ride with them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or not ride. I guess you don't really ride anywhere.
Not really. It's more like, it's more if they want to change cities, right?
Okay.
If they want to go from one port to another port because they want to go to a restaurant to another port.
Yeah. But have you been on the boat while it does that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And is it like, do you notice it?
I don't feel it move.
It's
at some point, I'm editing photos and I'm like, oh, wait, we're moving?
We are somewhere else.
Where are we going?
We're not in Kansas anymore. Sick.
So it's
Kansas, that's where you were.
Yeah.
Inland.
I'm sorry?
You were inland on a yacht in Kansas. No. Fuck, stupid.
No, but that's like, the more I'm thinking about it and the more I'm there, right? Because now I get to learn about the whole yachting side of the business.
Mm-hmm.
And
the
all
yachting side of the photography business.
Yeah, but just like yachting in general, right? Because
Yeah,
it's like so many people and a lot of like South Africans, Australia. Like there's a lot of like niche countries that go into yachting, just because it's a good business and it's like good to travel. But then I realized like, wait, there is also a whole photography business on that side. And the more I'm learning about it, the more I'm like, okay, hold up. The way I was thinking about it at first, completely wrong. You can't just shoot for a boat unless you know someone or unless they're looking for a photographer.
Yeah, I guess trust is a really big thing.
Very big thing. So a lot of them are private. A lot of them, they just, it's high-end people, like VIPs.
Can you talk about how you got into this specific boat? I'm sure that's the question everybody's thinking.
This one, I think through a lot of, so I think the way I got in was very much similar to how anybody working in a yacht starts, and it's just someone that they knew personally worked on a boat.
Okay.
Yeah. So someone that I knew personally works on said boat. A series of fortunate events happened, and then I was called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So that's kind of like trust comes before product
Yes.
at that point. We see that with quite a lot of our clients as well. Anyway,
It's very much like, oh, I know you personally, or I know you in some kind of aspect, and you are cool. Cool, we'll give you a chance, or at least we'll open the door for you.
sick. So it's not a unique thing in terms of selling to make personal contact with the client, but with a client like that who's so discerning of their privacy, so on and so forth. I mean, you're there shooting not necessarily public events. It's probably even more important. So if in terms of a percentage out of 100, how could you divide up like your key selling points?
So, okay, but that's the thing. I think what I've been doing now is very niche within that industry, which is not a lot of boats actually use a photographer that way. The way you would see it is more, because this boat is privately owned, but most boats are actually charter boats. So they get rented out to people, and you see a lot of photographers who will shoot for the boat to promote the boat.
Okay.
So that is completely different.
That's business to business.
That's business to business. And then probably some people will want, memories and photos of their stay. But so from what I've seen, and from what I've seen personally, at least from friends from the boat who sent me applications, like they sent me like, hey, you should apply for this boat because they're looking for a content creator. And so after talking to one of the guys hiring, they're like, yeah, we're looking for someone to basically create, we've never had this position before, but we want content for two boats in the fleet. So photos of the boat, videos of the boat, just so that we can promote that to people. And then if ever there's any events, we just need you to come fly in on the boat, take the content, and then, edit remotely.
Sick.
So
sick.
It's sick. So I did apply, didn't get the job because now that I'm realizing, I'm like, oh, you still work on a boat. You still need some certifications that I don't have.
Oh.
Because so working on boats just in general, you need a thing called an STCW.
Okay.
Which is like a health and safety course. Takes 5 days. You can get that in pretty much any country.
5 days.
5 days. It's not cheap either.
Okay. Yeah.
In terms of kroners, I'm looking at 16,000 kroners right now.
16,000 kroner to get the health and safety course needed to work on a yacht.
Yeah, and that's just on any vessel.
Any crew needs this.
Yep.
From the chef to the
everybody
hospitality people. Okay. Yeah.
So I'm looking into that to see like, is that worth it to have?
Yeah.
Because technically, you could argue like, oh well, if the boat really wants you to shoot for that boat, they'll pay for it and they'll have you come on, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, if this market is saturated, everybody wants to shoot for a boat, so the ones who already have it, they'll probably just pick them.
Yeah. So at some point, you have to be the person who already has it.
Exactly.
Right. The question is, when does that happen? Chicken or the egg?
Exactly. So for me, I'm like, might as well just do it. Like if it's something that you really want to do and you really want to get into the yachting side of things, just get it. It's valid for 5 years. Sure, it's an investment.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it helps a lot.
You would pay it off on your first trip.
Exactly.
Essentially.
Easily.
Yeah. So that's worth it.
Yeah.
But where do they offer it? Where are you going to take yours?
I think in Norway they have 5 different cities that offers it. It's Grimstad, Stavanger, Haugesund, Kristiansund.
So you're going to Grimstad.
Probably, yeah. Everything is like West Coast.
But in terms of etiquette, I mean, you're working with such like high-end, private, like highly discerning customers. These are not people who like trust your methods necessarily. These are people who want you to adapt to their methods. How has it been kind of learning that kind of stuff?
I think if you are already an established photographer, it's very easy. Because it's like, let's say like, if I take it more generally, like if you're going to be shooting the boat, if you have any experience in like real estate, in shooting automotive, stuff like that, you'll be fine. It's the same process. dealing with the client directly. So if you are shooting the guests, that's where the way I see it, I kind of think of myself as a butler.
Okay.
So my attitude, like there is no pride, there is no ego that needs to come from you. You need to put all of that aside
Mhm.
because ultimately you're not there to create art for them. You're there to just get memories.
Yeah. I see.
More importantly as well, fly on the wall. You don't want to be too intense with them. You have to be really good at like gauging how much they want the photos of whatever moment.
Mhm.
And of course, like the more you're there, the more they'll be open to you, and then the more you can kind of just step in. But usually, like I keep my distances. I'm very respectful. Very like, I'm very sorry. No, I'm gonna delete that right away, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How like awkward is it for you when they don't keep their distance? Like if they were to walk up to you and
It makes my job easier.
either no, but like I either hates what you've done or like really wants to get know you better. Like, do you feel like fraternizing with them, kind of, even if they initiate it, is kind of like,
I keep it very surface level.
Mhm.
Let's say that they hate whatever I've done. For me, I just take it as feedback. So I don't take it personal. It's like, oh, sorry, what about this did you not like? So I don't do it again, right? And that's the thing. The more you understand what they want, the more you can better your photos to accommodate them. So that's not really a problem. It's very rare that they're not gonna like the photos, like unless you've added a photo of them like picking their teeth or whatever.
Yeah.
Um,
But regardless, those photos, they're not public anyway. So
no, exactly.
there's,
And they'll use
low
whichever one
consequences.
they want as public photos. But
Yeah.
And in regards of like them getting to know you, I think when you get into that tax bracket, they very much see you as a staff.
Okay.
So it's like, sure, they can get to know you as a person a little bit here and there, more to pass time, or they are curious. They still see you as a human,
Yeah.
but you are very much there to do your job.
So it's not very often that they will actually like ask you a personal question.
I mean, they might ask like, oh, where you're from, stuff like that, but it's not like they're going to be like, so what do you think about the?
They don't care.
No.
Okay. They do it to be nice.
It's small talk. It's like, oh, you're from Europe. Oh, what kind of if they're Americans, what kind of countries do you like prefer in Europe? Or if they're European, then it's like, oh, you like America. Which state do you think has the best?
Yeah.
It's just surface level conversations.
Yeah. It's interesting to me because like at what point do you have to force yourself to remain the professional, even
Yes.
though they don't want you to be the professional? But I guess it doesn't come up that often.
I think it's just such a different world that, at least for the photographer and like everybody working, you're just reminded that because you're not using that money, right? It's their money. They're paying for you. They're paying for all the staff. So you are just constantly reminding of your position and where you stand.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Where do you live? Do you live on the boat?
You live on the boat.
You live on the boat.
So every boat, I would say like, especially of that size, any kind of boat will have a crew quarter. So usually it's going to be just cabins. Most of them are shared. So you're sharing with someone else. It's bunk beds on pretty much all the boats. So hopefully your cabin crew is is nice.
Because you like, how many people per quarter, per room?
2.
2 people per room.
Yeah.
And it's bunk beds on the one you've been.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you just hanging with somebody you don't know. Sweet.
I mean, you get to know them.
But because they're on the boat much longer than you?
Yeah, so you have this thing now with both for like stewardess and for deckhands. You have like a rotation. So every position has actually 2 people working it. A rotation, every boat works a bit differently, but every rotation will be you'll work for 2 months and then you're off for 2 months. That's a 2-2 rotation. That's what everybody wants. That's hard to get.
Okay.
Then you have a 4-2, which is you work for 4 months, you're off for 2 months. So for 4 months, you're just living on that boat.
That's a long time.
Some people don't get off that boat for 4 months.
That's a long time. That's
Yeah.
rough. But you're, not even close to that.
As a photographer, you're there for the job. I know a lot of boats, they'll have a position that's like you're a deckhand and you're a photographer. So then you're doing like 2 things.
Yeah.
So that would probably mean that you have a rotation, which that kind of sucks.
Yeah. You wouldn't consider that.
No.
Clean some windows while you're at it.
Yeah, no.
That's tough. But how is it getting used to? And vice versa. Like, how is it getting used to the crew while you're like? Do you consider yourself crew while you're there? Does it feel like home, or do you feel like someone who's just sort of invited for a little bit and then?
I would say
Leave?
for me, it's very much I'm invited for a little bit and then I leave.
Mhm.
Because most of the time it's very short trips, right? I'll be there for maybe 1 week because I am technically just replacing.
Mhm.
If I had like a full position, then I would kind of feel a part of the crew.
Yeah.
And then getting to know the people, it's, it all depends on your own social skills. So far for me, it's been great. I've just been nice to everybody. And it's also because I don't want to step on anyone's toes.
Have you tried not being nice to everybody
No.
just to see what happens?
Just being a dick.
Stir up some shit. Kind of nice.
No. But that's the thing, because like these places, you are always with the same people. So imagine if you're there for 4 months and you're starting to get just highly annoyed of this one little thing. Like everything is just heightened, right? So for me coming in, I'm like, let me just make it easy for everybody else. I don't want to be a problem. I want to help them if I can. I want to be out of their way, because then it's a break for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, it's interesting because when we shoot events and stuff together, the crew that works on the event doesn't necessarily work longer on the event than we have.
Right.
So it doesn't take much for us to feel some sort of fraternity with the people around us. Hey, we're in the suck together, so on and so forth. But if you're joining into a thing that like people have worked, basically like dedicated their lives for the last few months towards, I wonder what that feels like, that you're like inserting yourself into their culture, or that they accept you and go, okay, innately. Because there's the experience that you've had your way, but the other way is also kind of interesting to me too. If we were working for 2 months on a job and then we hired somebody in for like a week, would we treat them as one of our own? Would we try to, or would we just be like, hey man, thank you for being here. I appreciate what you're doing. Get it done. See you later.
But then again, if it's like the first time, that would probably be the reaction.
Mm-hmm.
But then if we kept calling them back, so a couple of times a week, so like a year, right? So like after the third time, at that point, you're like, Tommy, you're back. What's up, man? Like you're here for a week. Let's make it fun,
Yeah.
So
but you're starting to feel that now because you've been back on that boat a few times.
Yeah, I have some of the people on Instagram now,
and it's the same people every time you're there.
Yeah.
So these people,
or it depends, right? Because on their rotation. So if
true.
Like, of course, I have my favorites. I have the people that I've connected, the most with.
Yeah, word.
So whenever one of them is not there, I'm like, oh man, he's not there. Like in my head, I'm like, oh shit, okay, whatever. I guess I'll survive.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
But whenever they're
on
there,
your 100-meter.
Boy, is it fun when they're there.
But do you feel like you're part of a luxurious experience when you're on that yacht?
In what way?
Yeah, the folly with social media is such that if you share anything from the yacht, anything, people assume that you're having this luxurious kind of vacation vibe.
Yeah.
Right? It's the same with anything we shoot. If ever we're around Porsches or something. But the reality is that we're working really hard on making it happen. But do you ever get a chance to sort of breathe for a second and be like, oh, I am in a really cool place doing a really cool thing?
100%. Because you have that's the thing. For me, I would say the intense moments. I mean, shooting is fine. I don't find it really intense, right? I'm just, whenever they're at dinner or whatever, I'm just having some photos, and then I get, they get to eat, I get to eat. Whenever they're on board having whatever, their dinner or cocktails or whatever, same thing. I just give them the room to enjoy. I just take photos whenever I can. But then I'm just around, right? But that's why I feel like a butler, because then I have to look the part. So I just kind of stand in a corner or somewhere, and then I just,
Blair Witch it.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a reference you understand.
Nope.
You've never seen Blair Witch Project?
No, I have not.
Dude, stop watching all these kids' movies. Watch a real movie for once. Not that that's a real movie, but
no, exactly. But that's one thing. I'm sure for like other boats, wherever it's mainly just creating content of the boat, it's probably the time, like, or the days would probably look somewhere like, because you're responsible yourself to create that content. Of course, the captain of the boat or whoever is in charge might tell you like, oh, we need more of this or that. You have to adapt to that. But I would think like, okay, let's get some sunrise shot of the boat. So then it's up to you to like get up early, get the drone out, fly it out.
There's no creative director or anything.
No.
Guiding you.
And then you get those shots, and then you get the shots you need throughout the day.
Yeah.
And then you just edit.
Do you ever struggle to be creative director and photographer in those moments?
It can be, but at the same time, I think there's so much inspiration online. Like you don't
Yeah.
necessarily have to be creative on your own. You can just it's because it's not a creative, like it's not art. I'm not making art. I'm making a product,
Mhm.
and the product is just showing the boat. I feel fine just replicating shots
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
because it's just like any car shots. You just show the logo, show the angles.
These are the angles that work. Stick with it.
Exactly.
Yeah. That makes sense. After you get this certification, when's the soonest you can have that certification in your hand?
That's a really good question.
Okay.
I'm
Maybe I'm
I'm
skipping.
guessing like day of, because once you
Yeah.
once you do the 5 days, you're good.
Do you have anything planned? Any more trips?
No.
No.
It's
not at the
they
moment.
call me.
Then you still okay. But can you start to like apply anywhere? Is there anywhere to like apply?
So I'm guessing from what I've seen, some boats will deal with agencies, and the agencies will find the people that they need. So let's say that the boat needs more, like a new chef.
Mhm.
They'll probably ask with their one agency, like, "Hey, do you have any chefs that you can recommend or send us?" So I have heard of one agency that deals with the different boats, and they have all of their listing, like all of their job listings on that website. You can have your own profile, and that's where you put all your certifications, a video presenting yourself. That is so cringe to do.
Yeah.
Because I like for one of the boats I did apply, I did have to do that.
Yeah. I
Took
can
me
imagine.
3 recordings to get the decent video.
What do you like? What do you say?
You just, I mean, that for at least to be a photographer, you just have to. I mean, it's in a way, it's like your portfolio, because you could link your website,
Mhm.
but presenting yourself, you just have to, let them know what is your strong points, what could help. So for me, I push the fact that I'm Canadian and Norwegian. I have both passports, so it's easier for me to get visas to work wherever the boat is.
Anywhere, really?
Yeah. I've pushed the different jobs I've done, so like working for car companies, because then they know that like, okay, he's used to being around expensive things.
Mm-hmm.
So because it is a mindset.
I see. Yeah.
And then I push just the fact that I like creating cool stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. That's tough.
It's tough.
That's tough. Can we add it? The video? Do you have it?
Yeah.
How long is it?
It's I think it's like about a minute. The only thing is, because I filmed it when I was in the port.
Yeah.
I didn't have a mic, so the audio is horrible.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like I'm now thinking like maybe I should just re-film that video.
Let's film it here in the studio. Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Let's,
I mean, the
film a
thing-
generic one.
We can put a screenshot of that video, because like it was good that I filmed at a port, because then I had the boats behind me.
Yeah.
Not the one I worked on, but like just random boats, because then they could more easily visualize me working on their boat.
Yeah, okay. I
Yeah.
see. Yeah, yeah. I'm in the. We can do green screen.
Yeah.
Here I am in your boat.
Find screenshot of their boat and just put it behind. So here's me sitting here on the boat.
Holding a mop. I can also clean.
But that's the thing for me now. Like now that I know about this, I'm like, what else? What other world exists for photographers that is
Yeah.
so niche that people don't think about?
I want to go to Mars.
Space photographer.
Space photographer is sick, dude. That's a cool
Yeah,
title. That's awesome. Because it's always just average people taking pictures up there, right? They have like
Yeah, just
whatever
whatever
they say.
camera.
send a real photographer. I can shoot the Earth.
Yeah.
From Mars.
You need my consent though, because I did not approve to be in that photo.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, they got me. Cool. All right. Anything else you want to add to that?
Nope.
Sweet. Yeah. No, it's exciting. Not just the idea of shooting on some of the coolest yachts in the world,
Yeah.
but like finding a new niche in photography and realizing how many options there actually are, instead of
Yes.
just keeping your head down and doing the same shit we've been doing all the time.
It's bigger than weddings and events. It's bigger than just shooting for a company. You can literally shoot for anybody.
Yeah. Word. Everybody needs
If there's
photos.
money, people will pay. Like,
Let's find it.
what do you think is like like what would you think would have a niche spot for photographer?
Oh, Mars. No, one thing I've noticed lately is, or not noticed lately, but I know somebody who sells cameras, like Phase 1 cameras here in
Yep.
Norway. And a lot of his sales go to museums, actually. Museums have these rigs where they will set up the frame of whatever the art is that just came in, and they have the camera on a rig that will take like a very tight shot of one part of it, move over, move over, move over,
shit.
and just shoot for like 30 minutes, and then they'll stitch it all
Like
together.
a
So you have like
super high res.
insanely high res photos.
Yeah.
And that's like a whole niche that like lighting a painting so you can see the texture, but it doesn't add like white glares to any of the texture. Like that's kind of a cool
That is
niche,
hyper niche.
But yeah, exactly. Like I don't think about it, but that's like that's like how he makes his money is by selling cameras to these museums.
Because you can sell it to them, but then someone needs to operate it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. There's a service behind it.
Yeah.
And every single picture takes like 3-4 hours to produce. So anytime they get new art, like you've got a job for weeks of just documenting the new art that comes in.
Damn, I wonder how much that costs, or like how much he's paid.
It's probably not free. It's probably not free.
Damn.
But it's like I keep discovering you can think of photography almost as like your tool, and then your career is kind of the type of photography you add to it.
Yeah.
So that makes it a little bit easier to understand how you get into the photography that makes sense for you. Like for us or for me, cars, pretty obvious. I like cars. Cars are cool. Why not? The thing I bring to the table is that I'm good at cameras. So that's my entrance into the car world. It was the same for skiing, and I guess it's the same for a lot of people with fashion, so on and so forth. But for some people, it's fine art or yachts or hospitality in general, just working in a hotel like the Savoy or the Ritz-Carlton in London has like in-house photographers that work there all the time. And you're not just a photographer, you're a part of this like hospitality tradition. It's kind of cool.
Damn.
Yeah, and
it's inspiring.
Yachting's one of them, right?
Yachting's one of them.
Sick. You're passionate about big, elaborate, super fancy boats.
You know what's crazy? I get seasick.
So your minimum boat is like 100 meters.
It needs to not move.
I do not apply for anything under mega yacht status because I will get sick.
Yeah, I don't say that in my CV.
Cool. Okay.
Cool.
Then this may or may not be the last office talk we record for today.
We'll see if the office doesn't burn down again.
If you want to see some more of this, you just have to click the subscribe button. And
it's like over here, down here.
It is somewhere.
It's in the heart of the friends we made along the way.
Okay, that's it. Done. Done. See you in the next one. Peace.